Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Ducks will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes offense will start this game off. And here comes the quarterback. And one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to pass, it's Howard. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Got him, and nobody's close. Turns it on down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Oregon Ducks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David.
Yeah, and you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running back.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll leave it with him. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
From the gun, running back on the move.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Grabbed in the middle. It's holding. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's James. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. The back goes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Gabriel. They're bringing heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. A huge pickup. The expressway is wide open. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. The quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top covering 79 yards. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That last completion has them set up, second and short. The hand to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job in the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Howard. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Now the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Wide out in motion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Unloads to the wide out. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down right there.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
And the Ducks want to move quickly. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Complete downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, you saw the speed on defense on that play. It's 3rd and short. They're trying to go toss, but the defense's ability to go east-west and really scrape down the line of scrimmage, get to the ball carrier for a tackle for loss now setting up forward.
And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Looking for a block, it's Johnson. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He unleashes a long one. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Power football with the run. Breaks the tackle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Throws to the tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense would come out and take over at the 44.
And that's just excellent cover. Cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Toss sweep right. Thrust that arm out. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Runs out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Ducks send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Snagged in the middle, it's Scott. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Back to throw, it's Howard. Finds his big tight end. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. Got him downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah.
Off he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Gabriel. Looking left. Wide open downfield. Oh, my, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the 1st down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
He's got it on the move. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate.
Looking for a huge play. Snatches it on the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kickoff.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Looking for a man, it's Gabriel. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had an enjoyable day there today in Eugene. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Going to the run to start this second half. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
The give to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Gabriel. Pressure coming. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He gets a block, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Scott. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Picks up the ball. Brings up 2nd down.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Back to throw. It's Howard. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Those always sting a little bit when you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive. Just really annoying as a defensive guy.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Judkins. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Option look, it's Howard. And he probably should have left that one with the back as he is just smashed in the backfield.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after and was able to make the tackle for loss.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
That makes the score Ohio State 38, Oregon 10.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll try the run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Ducks line up to punt it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Now on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Got his man quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
When you got a QB with this kind of arm talent, receivers with this kind of speed, they are going to be difficult to stop. They have been up and down the field. They've almost got 450 passing yards now.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Scott. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Video game type numbers now for this QB. He has been virtually unstoppable, and you know the Heisman voters are taking account of what he has done here in this game. He's got over 450 passing yards now.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And they can't make the connection. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They want to run this quarterback. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
1st down for the offense.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away.
38, set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Looking to pass, it's Gabriel. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's loose. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football, so the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Running back searching for a hole. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after it.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Coming after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. trying to get to him. And it's incomplete. He was wild, high and wide on that one.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
And the Ducks will send out the punt unit. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He'll try the left side. Keeps the legs moving. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the 1st down, a new set of downs for this offense.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Howard. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
And the Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let it go. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He'll work his way down to the 28.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looking to go up top on first down. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
Gain of 1. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Line getting set on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Judkins. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
A loss of 12 on the play. Today's final